Whoa, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's take that. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm out doing deliveries today. I was doing them yesterday, but the app was glitching hard. I guess there's a solar storm going on and it's affecting the GPS, and it was just like extremely frustrating to use the app yesterday. So I made like half as much as I normally do. So I'm gonna do the app as much as possible today. If it's still having those issues, I'm probably just gonna go to the coast. It's just not worth the frustration and the possibility of something going wrong and getting in trouble for it. So let me get on this delivery and I'll tell you guys what's going on. So misery season, allergy season is winding down. My allergies have not been as bad the last few days for sure. I actually went to the coast for a couple days and the wind was blowing the wrong direction. It was blowing out to the ocean. So it didn't help at all, and I was just like in bed for like 2 days because I was so like itchy and tired and just felt like I got ran over by a truck and punched in the face. It just sucked. And then the wind switched directions and it cleared out and I went to Lincoln City and I felt good. I didn't film any of that. And then I came back and I've just been working. So that's that. As far as the job search goes, I've got 2 interviews lined up. One of them is for a job that is really promising. It's 6 months long. It's not the 3 months, but that's okay because it's in an incredible place that will be an epic place to be, where I've wanted to go for a very long time and haven't been yet for some reason. So I'll tell you guys more about that if it happens. And then the other one's on the coast. It pays pretty well. It's full time, but I'll still have the weekends to film. Plenty of stuff to film on the coast too. The coast is just, I love the coast, man. The Oregon coast is like one of my favorite places. So if the other one doesn't work out, I think that one will. I'm qualified for both. I know I can get the job at both, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's good. I traded in 2 of my camera lenses. I had a 70-200 and a 100 macro. I hardly used the 100 macro. It's the newest RF Canon one, and I didn't like it as much as the old one, so I never really used it. It just looked too clinical, and on paper it's better in every way, but using it, it just didn't have the same look that I liked. A KDM. That thing is awesome, man. That is so cool. So anyway, I traded in 2 of my lenses and leveled up big time and got a 200-800. So my wildlife photography stuff is getting a massive level up. To be able to go all the way out to 800 millimeters is going to really level up my game. I really wish I would have had that in Alaska with all the grizzly bears and foxes and bald eagles and all that stuff. And where I think I'm going next for my next job, that's going to really come in handy. So it was worth trading in those lenses for that one. So that's a huge level up for me. So it looks like the light's green. I'm gonna head out and do this delivery, and we'll see what happens with this app today, man. I may be heading to the coast. We'll see. I installed my solar panels. I bought 2 100-watt solar panels. They're the new N-type 16 bus bar, super efficient. They were really cheap. I got 2 100-watt panels. I think it was $130, and they're on paper the specs are top of the line. They're fantastic, and so far they're working really well. They're really good with partial shade, and they've been working well, and my battery stayed totally like topped off most of the time. It's kind of sunny season now, so we're out of the rain, and yeah, they're doing really well. It's 1 o'clock. There is a wetland back here with all kinds of cool birds and stuff. I'm gonna try to make it over there so I can test out this new lens. And we'll see if I get an order on the way. If I get an order on the way, I'll probably take it if it doesn't go too far away. But I haven't actually tried the new lens yet, so I'm excited to try it out. hope that was as good for you as it was for me. That was a lot of fun. So here's my solar setup. Got two 100-watt panels. When the sun is back that way, they get partially shaded by this, but they're really good in partial shade, so they're doing really well. There's a little more wind noise. I need to mount up here because these can flop around in the wind. I don't hear them flopping around, so I think it's probably okay for now, but I haven't been on the highway much. I've been stuck on like city streets, so I need to do that before I start hitting the highway places. I drove back all the way from the coast like that and they were fine, but I need to take care of that. So when I had my windows tinted on the express van that I had with my ex, we went to this place in Vancouver, Washington, and the stuff they used, you couldn't feel the heat from the sun through the windows at all, and it's because we got ceramic tint. And so when I had this one tinted, I forgot what it was like because I just had these side windows redone, and I forgot that they got hot because it had been winter for so long and there's like no sun in Oregon like all winter. So I just had these side ones redone, and they have like awful heat rejection, and I paid extra for the ceramic tint. It was $220 to have the sides redone darker, and it gets so hot in here. I've been using the AC anytime I'm driving, even when it's sunny and 60 degrees, I have to use the AC, and my miles per gallon has definitely suffered for that. And his attention to detail wasn't very good. The edges, you know, around the edges were really bad, and there's some contaminants and stuff. There's some like hairs under the tent, and I went there to see if he could rectify it, and he ordered some new tint, and he said it would be there within a week, but it's been like a week and a half now, and he hasn't gotten back to me. So I'm gonna have to call him pretty soon and see what's going on. I'm really kind of unhappy with the whole situation. I gave him the chance to make it right because it's just a small business. He runs the shop himself, and he's trying to feed his family. But at the same time, if you do low quality work and the product sucks, like, you got to make it right or refund my money or something. It's like, why would I pay extra for the ceramic tint for it not to have good heat rejection properties? And when I went there, he said, oh, well, we're in Oregon and it doesn't get that hot here, so I use the lower tier ceramic. It's like, okay, then why are you charging so much more for it? It doesn't calculate. But anyway, man, it's super windy out here. I'm a little nervous. Look at all these leaves flying everywhere. Woo! Crazy. I'm a little nervous about getting on the highway. I got to get on the highway for like 8 miles or so and deliver this next order. All right, here we go. Let's see how bad the wind noise gets. Just hit 50 miles an hour. I don't hear anything. I think I'm gonna be fine. Oh. There's a little bit of noise. It's not bad though. I think I'm gonna be fine, man. I think I was stressing for nothing. No, I hear it now. So the wind noise from the panels got a little concerning for a minute there when I was going around a turn and the wind direction was changing. So I'm kind of glad to have all this traffic. This is like the first time I've ever been glad to have traffic. I'm gonna go get those parts tonight that I need to secure those panels better. And I put a couple screws like through the middle of them, but it's not enough. I mean, you saw how I was able to lift the panels up, and I think it's gotten worse. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of that tonight or tomorrow morning, definitely before I go on the highway again, and probably be really selective with the orders I take and just stay off the highway for now. It's not worth destroying those panels. You know, like I said, I don't think they're gonna go flying. They're bolted down in 3 different places and they're bolted together. So I don't think they're gonna fly off. I'm really confident of that, which would be, you know, possibly cause an accident or something. So that could be really bad. I don't think that's a risk, but they could bend up and buckle and break, and that could definitely suck because I just bought them and they work great, and I don't want to buy them again. Okay, so I pulled over in this church parking lot out here. You can see all the clouds moving, and that's why it's so windy. The weather's changing rapidly. The wind's starting to die down a little bit. You can see all those trees are going like crazy. So I foolishly, I dropped off a bunch of stuff at my parents' house the other day that I didn't think I'd need, and I thought I saved a couple of those L brackets. I've got these special L brackets for the 80/20 roof rack that I have. That would be absolutely perfect for this, for, you know, mounting those solar panels, but I must have dropped all of them off because I can't find any, so that sucks. I could go to Home Depot and try to find something that works, but I'm gonna have to take the panels all the way off to mount them, and I'd rather do it all at one time because I'm gonna have to be outside for a while in the pollen and everything. So this is kind of a bummer. I think I'm gonna try to just get deliveries that don't go on the highway for now and try to keep it under like 35 just so I don't risk damaging the panels. And that's just what I'm gonna have to do until I can get those parts. My parents' house is like probably like 45 minutes, an hour away if I take city streets, and I think I'll be okay if I just take like deliveries that don't go on the highway for now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I ended up going in Starbucks and working on my thumbnail for my next video. I have to use my laptop for it, and the hotspot that comes with AT&T only gives you 5 gigabytes, and it's like literally only enough to apply for one job. It's terrible, and it's so expensive to upgrade the hotspot. It's kind of annoying. I can't wait to have Starlink someday. It's just way too expensive right now, but someday I'll have it. It'll be really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna take all the side roads and head down to the gym, and that's about halfway to my parents' house, and get a shower and go get the stuff I need to mount these solar panels right, so that tomorrow I can work all day. It's like I missed like most of the day. It's 7:50. I hardly made any money today. I only made like 50 bucks. That's not very good, but it's better than, or 35 bucks. It's even worse than I thought. It's better than having to like chancing replacing my solar panels. So it is what it is. Welcome to van life. Everything that can go wrong will at some point. You just got to roll with the punches and take it as it comes. So yeah, gotta roll down to the gym, get in a shower, and head to my parents to get those parts. All right, got all my stuff. I grabbed a couple other tools and things that I originally got rid of because I didn't think I'd ever need them, but now that I kind of am in a situation where I wish that I had something I previously didn't, I grabbed a couple things just in case. The sledgehammer, a couple other things, and I grabbed my big tripod. I have a big tripod that's really strong and awesome for video work, which is really gonna come in handy with the new lens. And I have a smaller one that's really quick and easy to set up and great for hiking. So I had previously left my big one because I didn't think I'd need it, but now that I have that big wildlife lens, it's gonna come in handy. So I grabbed that too, which would have helped earlier for sure. So I'm gonna roll down to the Los Pinos and get this solar thing installed. And I'm not gonna film it. One, it's a really one-off install job, and two, I want to minimize my exposure to the allergy air outside. So I'm gonna just do it and just focus on that and get it done. Plus it's late, they close in 15 minutes, so I don't want to be there for like an hour after they close installing solar panels on my roof. All right, it's amazing how much faster things go when you've done them before. So I got it done in about 20 minutes. I've got these 80/20 L brackets. So I use those. There's one like under here and under here. You can't really see it attached to the bracket. So I also zip tied all the cables up like super tight and really nice so that they won't move around and buffet in the wind. This gap right here, I think wind kind of goes up and down and under this. So I want to try to fill this gap somehow. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it yet. This part folds down flat for a light bar, and I don't even know if a light bar will fit under here anymore. But I was looking at some gutter things earlier that I think might work for this, so I might do that at some point. We'll see how it goes. I'm about to, like I said, I'm about to go on the highway, so we'll see what it sounds like now as far as the wind. There's no wind out here, but I'll be driving, so that's, you know, 65 miles an hour. Yeah, let's go on and drive, see how it does. All right, I've still got a bit of wind noise. It's kind of hard to tell because it's raining now, but every once in a while I go under an overpass and I can hear the difference. And it's a much more constant sound, where before the sound was like kind of constantly changing. It kind of had like a whoosh, 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 whoosh sound, and now it's a constant whoosh, you know what I mean? So it's definitely better. I definitely feel better. It's one of those things where it's always best to do it once and do it right, but You know, after I installed those things, I was outside for so long working on it that I was in bed for 2 days. So I kind of just had to like just make it work. And yeah, I'm glad that it's fixed now for real. And I'm definitely gonna figure out how to fill that hole and get it in there, get it done. And yeah, man. So I'm gonna pull up to my sleep spot here in a few minutes. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.